Yes? What did you need?
Ready when you are.
Yeah, just this bend. Castle looks so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger. Hold on. Did you hear something? You're not getting the best of me. Your day. That'll teach you. Oh. Yes? What did you need?
All right.
You did pretty good out there. Nice work. Ashes to ashes. The old water cistern. On some days, this would just... Be glad you weren't here. Go. Done and done. I knew I heard something. You just got the short end of the stick. I knew it.
make it interesting.
Hey, Talion. Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures that my father put in when he got more paranoid. If we follow that path around, we can find the other switch.
Hold on.
Who's there? I knew I heard something. Die! You did pretty good out there. Nice work. Nice job. Anything good?
Yes? What did you need?
That'll teach you.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door. So, what do you want to talk about? We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead to the castle's great hall. It looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing, and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something? I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
What happened to the castle courtyard?
If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all that reminded him of her was destroyed.
Then he just walled it off.
It appears that way. I suppose he wanted to put the past behind him. Perhaps if he spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself.
What's so special about the moon dial?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda.
Does it work?
That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing.
So what exactly am I doing to it?
Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out. Look around for the missing crests. Even in this mess, they should stick out. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go. Ahem.
What is it, Serana?
My fellow traveling companion, doesn't this courtyard look nice? It's serene in a certain way, and uniquely beautiful, like a certain...
Is there something you want to say?
Maybe. Well, actually, yeah, the garden actually didn't age well. No, I wasn't talking about you. Well, I was.
Are you flirting with me?
Well, it's entirely possible. Now, enough of that. We got a job to do. Well done, Serana. Nice. You really are as eloquent as an ice wraith. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Do you know this place?
I had always just assumed that the other tower was completely destroyed inside. My mother kept this a secret, even from me. She must have been up to something she thought was dangerous. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding.
Who's there? Done and done.
This was too easy. I never pull my... That'll teach you. Let me know if you need anything.
All right, let's do this.
Now that's good team play.
Sorry.
Weapons up. I sense something.
I'm not someone to be trifled with. Done and done.
Hold up.
Not very impressive.
Hold on.
There you are. I'm not someone to be trifled with.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding.
Close quarters it is then.
Weapons up. I sense something.
There they are. Come on. That's enough out of you.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding.
Did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding. Weapons up. I sense it. Huh. Not very impressive. Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for. Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all of this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
What exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we find her research notes, there might be some hints in there.
Your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea that her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy setup in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig that up. Keep searching for her. Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something. Any luck yet?
I found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see.
What's this Soul Cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the Soul Cairn.
Why did she care where used souls went?
The Soul Cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls, and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the Soul Cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the Soul Cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that it's good enough. Mistakes with these kinds of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Are all of those ingredients here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Get the ingredients in the vessel, and let me know when you're ready. Then, the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
It sounds like she did everything for your sake.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me, about all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible, before he really went over the edge.
We won't know until we find her.
Yes. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get that portal open.
All right. Here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal to the Soul Cairn. Incredible. Incredible. Simply incredible.
Anything you can tell me about the Soul Cairn?
The Soul Cairn is a tiny sliver of oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters.
Why was your mother so fascinated by it?
Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest.
What exactly are the Ideal Masters?
Nobody really knows. As far as I've heard, no one's seen them, and returned to Tamriel to tell about it.
Then how are you sure they even exist?
I've read stories. Stories about fools that manage to communicate with them. You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike.
Fools? Why do you say that?
Because most of those stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the necromancers, who end up dead, or wishing they were dead. I'm ready when you are. Are you all right? That looked painful.
It was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is, well, hungry, for a lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I'd guess.
There has to be another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you, and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. That might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Those are my only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way. Something that would be easier for you. Just know that, whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes, things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind?
Soul trap me, I won't feel right as a vampire.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn.
I'm ready.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I trust you completely.
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
I frankly thought it wouldn't smell like anything.
But looks like we'll be dealing with the smell of rot while we're here. Lovely. If she really is here, I wonder how my mother managed to deal with it.
I deal with it all the time.
How do you manage to deal with it then?
For a walking corpse, you don't smell terrible.
Me? I smell like nightshade and snowberries.
Might want to have a word with the trader who sold you this perfume.
Oh, you know what? You should be talking.
What do you mean?
I have a heightened sense of smell, you know. If you think you smell like blossoms after frolicking in a fetid cave, you are sorely mistaken. But, hey, you're actually not too bad. For a well-groomed bear.
Well, you're a snowback.
Horker face.
Milk drinker.
Well, that is just not true anymore. We're being awfully carefree, aren't we? I mean, for being trapped in a realm of oblivion with no guaranteed return. It's nice, really. To just have fun. Have someone who can help me forget about all the prophecies, Elder Scrolls, betrayals, and this awful God's cursed reek. About all of this, even for a brief moment. I'm starting to like you, okay? You're growing on me. And what I said is true, though I definitely wouldn't want to end up here for all eternity. We got a job to do. Let's find my mother, and find a way out of here.
Ugh, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly. I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful, like they're still suffering.